लिए एके न्यूज की ये खुसूसी रिपोर्ट।
इस वक्त मेरे साथ हैं ईस्ट लीड से लेबर पार्टी के मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट और शैडो मिनिस्टर रिचर्ड बर्गन। उनसे पूछते हैं कि इस वक्त जो दुनिया के हालात हैं वो इस बारे में क्या कहते हैं। Richard, can you tell me about the current situation in Syria?
Well, in Syria, as we know, there is a vicious civil war going on, and during that civil war, so-called ISIL have taken control of large swathes of the country. Parliament, the majority of Labour MPs voted against bombing in Syria, and the majority of members of Labour's shadow cabinet voted against bombing Syria. I was disappointed, frustrated and deeply depressed that Parliament as a whole, however, took the decision to bomb Syria. I fear that history will show that this will be another mistake, another grave mistake added to the grave mistakes Britain has made in recent years in Iraq and in Libya.
You are an active member, a friend of Palestine. How's going your campaign?
Well, the people of Palestine deserve justice. The way the Israeli government treats the people of Palestine is and should be a source of shame for the whole international community. And it's not just when we see the horrific pictures of the Israeli government bombing Gaza, as they did in August 2014, because even...
And Kashmiri people also want independence, and they want self-determination. And what do you think about this?
I think that the UK, as with Palestine, has a special responsibility to assist the quest for justice and self-determination for the people of Kashmir, because Britain had a hand in creating this problem in the first place. I think that justice for the people of Kashmir has been talked about for many, many decades, and I do believe that when justice and self-determination for the people of Kashmir is achieved, it will be the people of Kashmir that achieve that. It won't be British politicians making dramatic speeches. What we need to do as British politicians is support the people of Kashmir in any way we can in their quest for self-determination and the quest for an end to the human rights abuses perpetrated particularly by India. We need to see that the age of big powers telling little countries what to do needs to be over, whether that be the government of India telling the people of Kashmir what to do, whether that be the government of Pakistan, whether that be the government of China, or the government of the United States telling the whole world what to do. The age of self-determination is long, long overdue, and I don't believe that people can pick and choose where should have self-determination, where shouldn't. Self-determination is a principle that should apply to all, and I look forward to the day where, when we raise the Kashmiri flag on the 24th of October every year at National Kashmiri Day, I look forward to the day when we're doing that, knowing we're doing that for a country that's had the chance and has determined its own future through votes, through democracy, and through being given that right of self-determination. A message for the members of the black minority ethnic community in my constituency of East Leeds, and in particular to the Muslim community, is that I know things aren't easy. I know that instances of Islamophobia in the media have increased since the unforgivable atrocity that took place in Paris. I myself wrote to the Daily Mail recently, I publicly wrote to the Daily Mail, complaining about a cartoon that was interpreted by many as being Islamophobic, a cartoon that appeared to me to liken immigrants of the Muslim faith to rats, and it's that kind of unacceptable portrayal in the media which feeds Islamophobia and which feeds racism as well. So I stand shoulder to shoulder with people in East Leeds and elsewhere in combating this prejudice, and it is the truth that during an economic crisis things are getting harder and things get harder and harder for people in areas like East Leeds.
Donald Trump is a candidate of USA presidency election. and he said that a Muslim should banned in USA. What do you think is wrong or right?
Well, I think it was an absolutely disgusting, outrageous thing for Donald Trump to say. And I'll be honest, it frightens me that there is even a possibility that this man who said such an horrendous thing about people of the Islamic faith could end up being in charge of the most powerful country in the world. What he said is not acceptable. What's worse is I believe he believes what he said. I don't believe it was some offensive slip of the tongue. So we need to stand up to Islamophobia who...
हमें तमाम मज़ाहिब का एहतराम करना चाहिए। कश्मीर फ़लस्तीन का मसला हल किए बगैर दुनिया में अमन कायम नहीं हो सकता। आसिफ कुरैशी, AK न्यूज़, लीड्स।
इसी के साथ ही आज का खबरनामा खत्म हुआ। AK न्यूज़ की टीम को दीजिए इजाजत। देखते रहिए DM डिजिटल से AK न्यूज़। अल्लाह निगहबान।